July 20th, 2023, I took the biggest L of my career. I almost lost my whole YouTube channel to a crypto scammer. You know how embarrassing that is? That's like getting robbed by a nerd, a geek.
Put the Bitcoin in the bag.
If you were subscribed when it happened, you probably got spammed that morning with a bunch of videos that were like how to get rich quick with Bitcoin, and the thumbnails had Elon Musk's ghoulish face on there. Bro's face looked like he fighting gravity. First of all, I'm sorry you had to start your day off like that. Just wake up like, oh, Jawbreaker just posted. Anyway, a lot of you wanted me to make a video explaining exactly what happened, and maybe this could help prevent you from getting hacked like I did. Okay, before I even say how this happened, let me just say I was the last person I expected to fall for a scam. I thought I was too smart for it. I used to have this mindset where I was like, if you're dumb enough to get scammed, you deserve it. Like, why did you think that guy was gonna double your money? I used to put the scammers up there with firefighters and war veterans for all their hard work. Every time someone I knew got scammed, I would give the scammer a round of applause. Thank you for your service. And even though what happened to me didn't involve me getting scammed out of my money, and the way it happened was way more intricate, it still made me change my whole perspective on getting scammed. Okay, so what happened? If you've been on YouTube long enough, you know that sometimes YouTubers do sponsorships, cause I ain't gonna lie, we be trying to get a bag, okay? I got 2 Lambos I gotta get repainted. Nah, I'm just kidding, I'm poor. And usually what happens is the company will hit you up with an email and work out a deal. So I got an email from what looked like their pretty reputable company asking about a sponsorship deal. And as I read the email, I noticed some things were off. First of all, usually when I get contacted by a business, the person states their name. And in this email, there was no identity attached. So this email just spawned in from the shadows. And another thing that threw me off was how they just said, "Dear content creator," as if it was a copy and pasted template. Bro, this email is so creepy. Looking at it now, it's so creepy, bro. This looks like an invitation to the Illuminati or something. Anyways, you probably won't believe me, but my radar was already up. I was already suspicious of this email. Game recognized game, and you looking kinda unfamiliar right now. You can't manipulate the master manipulator. I've been thugging since the playground. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna proceed with caution. If they ask me for any personal information, I'm just not gonna give it to them. So I replied and they followed up with another email with all the sponsorship information. So I read through it and I noticed that they stated distribution of the contract is prohibited, which is normal for sponsors to say, but the problem here was we didn't even talk about the deal. There was no deal to sign off on yet. The fact that they already sent me a contract was weird, but that wasn't the weirdest part. So they sent me a Dropbox link that had all the information I needed, including the contract, right? And under it said, some people have problems with unpacking the archive. For this, you need to download WinRAR on your Windows. And they gave me a password to unlock the Dropbox link. I've never had to download a whole nother app just to open a Dropbox link. This was the very first time a sponsor has asked me to do this. So now all the alarms are ringing in my head. I was like, okay, this is really sketchy. But as long as I don't give them my personal information, I'll be fine, right? Right? I was really skeptical about the WinRAR thing, so I tried to open the files without it, and all the files opened except for the contract. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta use WinRAR. So I downloaded it and opened the file through there, and it asked me for the password provided. And the second I press enter, my computer started freaking out, just started throwing error boxes at me. And every time I closed one, another one popped up. My PC just started rubbing it in my face like, you popped up, you popped up. And then my antivirus program started acting up like, yo bro, something's not right. At this point, I knew I couldn't do anything on the computer. And this brought back memories to when I was younger and I tried to get Minecraft for free online. And I ended up in a similar situation. So I just did what I did back then to fix it. And when I turned it back on, everything seemed to be back to normal. And the antivirus dude was like, yeah, nah, bro, everything's cool over here. So I believed him. So I just deleted the files that I downloaded and emailed the sponsors like, hey, I downloaded the files the way you guys wanted, but it didn't seem to work. No response. Maybe they're sleeping. So I just went to bed and figured they would respond tomorrow. Next day, I'm in math class listening to this dude talk about calculus or whatever. And I have a habit of checking YouTube Studio to see my channel stats. So near the end of class, I opened the app to see how the recent video was doing. But instead, I was greeted with a sign in screen. I don't remember signing out of YouTube. I never signed out of YouTube. So I tried to log back in. Wrong password. Now at this point I knew something bad was happening. I was still in denial. I ain't want to believe what I think just happened. I tried to log in again thinking I just put the password in wrong. I'm like, nah, it must be the Wi-Fi or something, right? And my subconscious is just standing there like, dude, you got hacked. So I start entering every password I ever used in my lifetime out of desperation. Bro, I started trying my old Wizard 101 password. After multiple attempts at this, the screen finally says the last thing I wanted to see. Password changed less than an hour ago. That's exactly how it felt when I read that. And right away I knew that sponsorship email was the suspect. I had a real life flashback to when my computer was freaking out. That file I downloaded wasn't a contract. It was a virus. But I was still so confused because I didn't even give them any information. I did some research after the hack to figure out exactly what happened, and I'm gonna simplify it for you guys. So boom, when I opened that fake contract file with the WinRAR and put the password in, it duplicated my browser onto the hacker's computer. So now the hacker pretty much had my computer at their fingertips. Bro Bluetoothed my computer. But how do you get into my channel and change all the passwords? You usually ask for the previous password before you change it. Well, you know how when you make a password and the site is like, do you want to save your password for quicker login? I had that turned on for pretty much all my passwords, including the YouTube account. So now that the hacker had my browser on his computer with all my saved passwords, all he had to do was go to the settings, enter the saved password, and change it. I had to sit in this math class and attempt to look like a normal person while the thing that I've been working on for years, my passion, just got taken away from me. This is a reenactment of how I looked after I found out my channel got hacked. I opened Instagram to let you guys know that the channel got hacked. And before I could even make the announcement, y'all started DMing me telling me, hey, your channel got hacked. How do y'all know my channel got hacked? Don't tell me this, bro. So I go to my channel from my other YouTube account, and guess what I see? Uploaded a few minutes ago, make money with crypto. So now my question of why someone will hack my channel was clear. They was trying to scam my fans using my credibility. My street cred that I built up over the years was about to be utilized for a scam. I felt so bad because I was worried one of my own fans was gonna fall for it and lose money. But then I remembered, my subscribers aren't stupid. I legit have 0 stupid fans. Because that's the kind of audience I attract. That's the kind of community I harvested with my high quality, thought-provoking content. So after I got over that part, I focused on the main mission, get my channel back. And fast, cause this hacker had the ability to delete everything if he wanted to. The second class ended, I hurried out and got to my car so I could melt down in private. I searched all over Google and I got no helpful information, so I thought really hard on what to do next. Then I remembered hearing other creators complain about this issue they had with YouTube, where if you had a problem, it was hard to get in contact with someone to get help, and they would have to go on Twitter and at YouTube support to get things solved. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that. But in my head, I thought it wouldn't work. At the time, I thought you had to be like a massive YouTuber to get their attention, like Mr. Beast massive, and I only had like 1,000 Twitter followers. I thought this was gonna be like me trying to DM Beyonce. So I opened Twitter, right? And I had a bunch of notifications from y'all going crazy like, wake up bozo, your channel got hacked. I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all was flaming me too. Somebody tagged me in this one post from an older video. If you somehow get scammed thinking you was gonna get paid, you deserve it, okay? I don't care. So I tagged YouTube and I just started begging to get noticed. I was on my knees. YouTube, please help me, please. Y'all were so helpful. Y'all was upvoting the tweet, retweeting it to get YouTube's attention. The support was crazy. The fact that y'all risked your sanity by logging into Twitter just to help me get my channel back was mind-blowing. So within a few minutes, they actually responded. And as soon as they did, I sped home to my computer. That day, traffic laws did not exist for me. I turned that V6 into a V72. Got home, kicked the door down, boom! Ran straight to my room and turned on my computer. They DM'd me with information on how to get my channel back, and they had to send this link to let me change my password. I thought my nightmare was finally over. I was free, but the link didn't work. Just when I thought it was out, they pulled me back in. So I messaged them like, hey, the link didn't work. No response. A whole hour went by and they still didn't respond. So out of desperation, I publicly tweeted at them again, just pleading them to respond. Cause now the scammer was uploading Fortnite scams on my channel. I don't want that on my channel. Finally, they got back to me and they fixed the link. And after filling out the information and changing my password, I finally had my channel back in my hands. The very first thing I did was put a bunch of security precautions on there. Now every time I log in, I gotta do 5 side quests and slay a dragon, dog. That's how much security I added. And then I went to my channel and deleted all the trash videos the hacker uploaded. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was just happy they didn't do any actual damage. Like, they could have easily deleted all my videos if they wanted to. They did cause me to lose like 200 subscribers though. So like, come back please. But this whole thing made me realize how cool my subscribers are though. Y'all had my back the whole way. Y'all was disliking the scammer videos. When I came back, I had hundreds of comments trying to let me know my channel got hacked. So thanks for that. We don't even know each other, bro. We're strangers. You could have just unsubscribed and ignored what happened, like some people. But you didn't. So thanks a lot, bro. Here's $1. Scammer, if you're watching this, I hope something terrible happens to your family, leaving you in an everlasting black hole of a depression. You dumb bitch.